Managing study materials often involves jumping between disconnected chat logs, vector databases, and manual scripts. DeepTutor consolidates these fragmented tools into a single, unified local environment where your documents and logic reside together. In the next 5 minutes, we are going to set up a full local installation, connect it to your preferred AI provider, and run our first automated query. Before we open a terminal, let's verify our baseline requirements. You need Python 3.11 or higher, Node.js version 20 or newer, 4 GB of free RAM, and at least 2 GB of disk space. DeepTutor offers several installation paths, including Docker and building from source, but we will use the standard Python package manager, PyPI. This is the official recommended route for a quick, stable local environment. By installing the pre-compiled packages, we skip the headache of manual builds and get right to configuring your workspace. Open your terminal and create a dedicated, isolated workspace directory. Let's make a directory called My DeepTutor and move into it. Keeping this isolated prevents state conflicts later on. Next, run the update command, pip install u DeepTutor. This will pull down the latest stable release. Even though we are executing a single command, it is pulling down both the background orchestration services and the full user-facing web interface. Looking at this diagram, DeepTutor operates on a two-service architecture. A fast API backend handles the heavy lifting, while a Next.js frontend delivers the user interface. Because we used the PyPI bundle, the Next.js side is already prepackaged. You don't have to troubleshoot Node.js dependency trees. With the application binaries successfully downloaded, the core engine is now on your machine. Our next step is to configure how it communicates. To bind your AI model, type DeepTutor init. This triggers an interactive configuration wizard. Do not create a manual .env file in your root folder. The runtime explicitly ignores standard environment files, and trying to force one will cause silent connection failures. Instead, follow the terminal prompts. You will be asked to select your LLM provider, enter the base URL if you're using a local model, and paste in your API key. The wizard will then assign the default networking ports. The backend secures port 8001, and the frontend connects on port 3782. You'll also see an option to set up an embedding provider. You can configure this now or wait until you're ready to build knowledge bases from your PDFs. Now type DeepTutor start. Watch your terminal output. You are looking for the final confirmation log that both services are actively running. Leave that terminal running in the background. Open a web browser and navigate to localhost port 3782. When the web dashboard loads, your setup is complete. Reaching this screen confirms that your internal proxy and the external AI connections are communicating properly. To see how the command line integrates with this UI, open a second, entirely new terminal window. Be sure to leave your active server terminal running. In this new window, we can execute a one-shot query directly to the engine. Type DeepTutor run chat, followed by your prompt, like explain quantum entanglement in plain English. The response will stream right back to the console. This prompt is handled by a 3-layer memory system that logs raw event traces, generates intermediate summaries, and maintains a persistent user profile. This complex memory state is written directly to your hard drive, safely tucked inside a local data folder. Because the state is filed locally, both your visual web browser and your text-based command line are reading from the exact same storage. This shared architecture allows you to hand off highly technical scripting tasks to the CLI, let them run in the background, and review the results later in a comfortable reading UI. You have successfully deployed a secure local orchestration layer, complete with dual UI and CLI tools. To get the most out of your new platform, you will want to ground it in your own study materials. You can build custom study domains from your uploaded lectures and textbooks using the DeepTutor KB create command. Check the official documentation links in the description for the exact parsing syntax, supported document formats, and advanced retrieval parameters. You now have a local orchestration layer capable of grounding AI responses in your own data and preserving your study progress across every session.